When you come in, please give the host a thumb up, share the video, let us discuss. This is something that is going to really, affect us, whether you live outside the country or not. It's not something that is going to affect only those who are in Nigeria. So give the video a thumb up, share the video to your community, let us discuss. I don't understand why the government is fine that they are trying to print money as at the time they are trying to leave government. Does this even make sense? What about people who have money, they save money at home, they cannot take monies to the bank? What about people? The best way to make the economy grow is by ensuring that everybody in Nigeria wears and buys made in Nigeria. Thank you, Sister Winnie. Everybody in Nigeria wears made in Nigeria, buys made in Nigeria, patronizes made in Nigerian companies. Not that they buy it from outside the country to assemble here. No, you buy everything should be made in Nigeria. That way, thank you very much for the thumb up. That way, it is easy for us, for our naira to circulate. Now, the federal government, through the CBN governor, they said there's no longer money in the banks. So when people go to the banks, there's no money in circulation for them to give. But yet, they go all out to say that if they print the money, whoever gave this government that advice is not doing them a favor. Now they are saying that before December 5th, everybody should send in all the monies they have. In that way, they say they want to also, please, if you've just come in, welcome. Please give the host a thumb up. In so doing, the last time, about last year, they came up with, they want to stop the black market, the Bureau de change people for black market, those people who are always, exchanging money in the black market. They want to maintain, they want to maintain the bank. But the truth is that as a business person, the bank cannot give you $5,000. They cannot, because they limit how much you can withdraw. And for those of us who are content creators, you cannot get a certain amount of money. You cannot withdraw a certain amount of dollars, because the bank will be frowning at it. So now, if you look at the value of the naira against the dollar, you will see that they were not able to get that done, because the government is still them who are making the dollar to go up. Have you ever heard of any school in UK, in Canada, in Australia, where they pay school fees in naira? No. Gracie Mission, welcome sis. Please give the host a thumb up. Have you ever seen any school in abroad that they pay money in naira? No. But in Nigeria, our politicians use dollars to save money. They use dollars to store money. They use dollars to do a lot of things. They use dollars to do election. They use dollars to do primaries. They use dollars. How can dollars now become more of a legal tender than our own naira? So they help to weaken the naira. Now the question is, if this money is being sent to the bank, what would that do to our economy? They are saying that those people who kidnap others, that's the money they use in transacting, that they store the money somewhere, they do not bring out these monies to use, and that is why they are saying that people should bring in the money so that they will be able to use that money, maybe exchange it for the new note, and anybody who is still keeping the old notes, the money is not going to be valid again. But people are hungry. Mr. President, people are hungry. What is that thing? Exactly, Gracie. Printing money is expensive. So if you are printing money, you have to put in the cost of printing money. People are already hungry. You're not supposed to be talking about printing money. We have 3 million people in the building. Please, can you give the host a thumb up? We are really talking about things that are going to really benefit us. If you're as a country, you are printing money. Give the host a thumb up, please. Like the video. You are printing money. The money that it will cost us to print money is enough to feed people who are hungry. And now we are printing money. Fine. For those of you who are economists, you will understand with me that there is no how. People are hungry. They are not able to pay children's school fee. They are not able to pay house rent. They are not able to feed 3 square meals. And you are telling these people that they should bring all the monies they have so that it can be exchanged with the new naira. Now you are saying that it's to curb criminality and all that. But the truth is that do not forget that there are POS stands everywhere. These same kidnappers can come, send people with all the monies to go through the POS people and still take it to the bank. So you might not really know how this money comes and exits. So it is not a good idea for the government to sit down and begin to think that they would they'll begin to think that printing money is the best idea at this time. It is not the best idea. The best thing for them to do is to cut down on how the government. Okay, now you discover that the government to say the House of Reps members, they are going to change their cars, and the SUVs they are buying are from outside the country. They are either from China, or they are from UK, or from Japan. None is being bought. Okay, fine. If they are saying they are going to buy from Innocent Motors, this is not even going to be a pay advert. Innocent Motors buy these materials from outside the country, and and they bring it here to assemble them. So they are not really manufacturing those cars here in Nigeria. So it's not going to really add to our economy. So, and I ask this question again. Sorry guys, I'm not able to show my face this night. So please, let us just talk about this. This is something that is going to really help us as a country. And now you are saying that we should print money. Is that money going to reduce hunger? No. Is that money, the best thing for us to do for this economy is to industrialize Nigeria. Make Nigeria an industrial state where people can, produce, export. If they can produce and take it out of the country. Look at Ori. We see all of you use shea butter, that we call Ori in this part of the world. Do you know how much Ori is when it leaves the shores of this country? Number one, a lot of people are clamoring for the oil wells, the oil that, but they forget to know that Ori is also a serious oil well. Ori is also, the shea butter is also serious money. Let us talk about ginger. We have ginger in large deposit. Now, because of the rains and the flood that came in from Cameroon, I think they say they opened their dam, and then most farms have been flooded in Nigeria. Most of the farms are flooded. Most of the cities are flooded. How would next year be when it comes to food items? The cost of living is so high, and all our president is thinking about how all the CBN government is, or CBN establishment, or what I don't even know how to even say, they are thinking about is how to the naira is going to be more devalued. They're going to really devalue the naira, because if you now say, okay, let's make 1,000 naira smaller, but you discover that money is like the money Dubai uses, the UK money, the US money is actually very slim. It's not as big as our money, but they have more value. You're welcome, hot girls. You're welcome to our channel. Please give the host a like. And you see, when we are saying these things, a lot of people will be like, what is she even talking about? But it is our reality here as a country. We cannot emphasize this thing where we talk about it's not important, it's not a problem, we don't need to think about it. No. Remember that if this thing happens and people begin to bring money, this money is not going to still stop insecurity, because they'll still pass the money through the hands of the different POS stand. And now we are talking about stopping insecurity. Now we cannot even explain how the prison break that took place in Kuje. We cannot still explain it. There are a lot of allegations about how the prisoners were being exchanged for the terrorists and all that. We cannot still wrap our hands around this. But devaluing this money the more, because I feel that if this money is being changed or printed new, it will cost more. Now you are living. I remember that we that were not born when Buhari was president or military head of state.